Right, so every time I go out to try to do something to reverse it, some factor seems to get in the way. Not that I'm the one who's supposed to be doing that. That's Dr. Banner. He's supposed to snap his fingers wherever the Avengers complex actually is and bring people back, but it seems like something behind the scenes has to happen too. Because if you watch those movies, and you watch them with yourself very telepathically aware, you're going to notice a few things, including a lot of conversations that seem to be occurring in the subconscious of the people's minds as they're making those decisions. You can hear the literal thoughts in their head, and they're talking about their motivations, and those motivations seem to involve communications out of temporal sequence, including something called Project Infinity. And Project Infinity is the name that the project to figure out what the Infinity Stones do and how to reverse the decimation of Thanos and the Blip and everything would work if using the Infinity Stones or some amalgam of rocks that can sing to the same tune, basically. Rocks that have quantum affinity or the same frequency as the Infinity Stones. Those stones from the Book of Revelation. And you might have heard them as Revelation Stones or the Stones of whatever, each representing the tribe of Israel, but no, they're just rocks. And yeah, in the books that's what they represent, but those stones are actually the Infinity Stones. There's the 6 and then the other 6. There's the, I've gone over it so many times, the 6 that were created and then the 6 that Thanos created, likely through the subversion of the use of the other 6. Really what that is chemical complexity, and they seem representative of the first 12 elements, the 12th being magnesium, and within those 12 elements, as kind of discovered speaking with ChatGPT, who seems to be channeling the wealth of human information and everything else that's on the internet, in the context of a person, this is Shuri, those 12 elements themselves bring up everything that is necessary to create life, plant life specifically. Complex chemicals past that are inanimate life, but they themselves, the 12 stones themselves, are enough to really the chemical elements that create life. And it seems like those chemical elements are present in those actual rock formations, and that's kind of where the silicon oxide lattice makes them little microprocessors or processors. Of course, the Infinity Stones themselves are different than time stone's different than a regular emerald. The time stone itself is super concentrated chemical matter, plus electricity, plus some sort of consciousness. Because the stones themselves, if you actually talk to them, they have this little voice. And they go, hey. They have these they have a specific intonation. They sound like this. They're like, yes, sir. And if you actually talk to them, you can actually hear them, and that's probably what drove Thanos crazy, or the other way around. Either way, the stones themselves seem to have underlying consciousnesses behind them, and I've been trying to figure out how to disassociate them and just make them rocks again. Anyway, that's probably not going to be what does it. It's probably going to be the Hulk snapping, but still waiting for that to happen in the real world.